Alright, boys and girls, and welcome to Chord Guitar and to Wish Wednesday. Beautiful Wish Wednesday. That is the opportunity for you guys to wish for songs and for me to bring them up here on Chord Guitar. And this time we have HG, only HG I believe, with a cute cat on the picture. You wished for this beautiful song from RIC HASSANI called Everything. So I love RIC HASSANI. I missed this song, so thank you HG for highlight this song for me. So I hope this will be helpful for you RIC HASSANI fans, especially for you HG who wished for this one. So yeah, let's start right away. We need to set our capo here on the 4th fret, and we have a couple chords to go over here. So let's start with the E minor. So that will be open E, second A, second D, open G, open B, and open E. All right. The next chord will be a D, but with an F sharp in the bass, like that. And that will be second on E, and then I usually mute the next A string with my finger I'm using here, the index finger. So muted A, then open D, second G, third B, and open E. All right. So that's the D F chord, and then we have the G. So that is third on E, second on A, open D, open G, third B, and third E. Next is C. So that is third on A, second on D, open G, first B, and open E. Then we have A minor. So that will be open A, second D, second G, first B, and open E. Then we have D. So that will be open D, second G, third B, and second E. And then we have two kind of transition chords, we can say. So the first one will be A minor, but we will have B in the bass. Okay, so that will be, so we're going from A minor here. You just add up this second fret on the A string. That will be just from A minor to second fret A string there, and you can keep that first fret B string if you wish. It's not that necessary because you will just hit the bass strings there, the second A and open D or so. So what you can do there, just hold the second A, that will be perfectly enough, okay? So that's the A minor B chord, we'll call that A minor B. And then we have the second transition chord, so to speak. So that is from C, we're gonna play this C B, all right? So it has the same kind of point to it when it comes to play different notes like this. You go from C, and you just switch the bass note to the second fret A string. So that is the B note there. So, and you can keep that in the same way. It's enough if you just hold the second fret A string, because you will only play on these kind of two strings, the A and D string. So, second fret A and open D. That will be perfectly enough. That will be the C B chord. And with that, I believe we covered all chords we need. So let's start, and we can say that it's actually kind of just two different chord progressions that we will need for the song. And one of them is used for the verses and choruses, and the second one is used for the pre-chorus, all right? So that is how it's the song is built up, okay? So it can be a little bit tricky now with the strumming pattern. I'm aware of that because it's sometimes a little bit irregular. I'm gonna strip it down as easy as possible, and we'll try to figure it out together now. So let's go with this main kind of chord progression round, which covers the, like I said, verse and the chorus. So before we look at the chord progression now, we need to look at the strumming pattern, and the chord progression here starts with E minor. So let's grab that E minor, and we will look at the strumming pattern. So one round of this strumming will be like this: down, up, down, down, up. Okay, so so down, up, down, down, up. That is the strumming. So again. Down, up, down, down, up. Down, up, down, down, up. All right, so when we have that now, down, up, down, down, up, we can look at the different chords. So it starts with E minor, 2 strumming rounds. So down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. Then you make just a jump here to this D, F chord, just 1 down. And then you play G for 1 strumming round. All right, so let's try that together. E minor 2, the D, F, just 1 down, and G 1. 1, I mean 1 full strumming round. So let's go. All right, so for the G, you will have a short break after the first down in the strumming pattern. So yeah, you need to kind of get this feeling for this song, because it's not just 1, 2, 3, 4 like this, very like black and white. You have to get some feeling for this strumming that's needed for the song. So again, E minor 2, D, F, 1 down, and G 1. So all right. Then the next 3 chords, it's based upon the same rhythm here. Now you're gonna play C for 2 times instead. And then again, 1 down on the D, F chord and 1 strumming around for G. So let's go. C2, D, F, 1 down, and G 1. All right. We'll go on and play the same part again. So C 2 times, D, F, 1 down, and G 1. So all right, then we just had a final chords left, 4 chords. That will be A minor 1, and then you switch to the A minor B, this transition chord, and play 1 down. And then you're gonna play C for 1 strumming round and D for 1 strumming round. So let's go. A minor 1, A minor B 1 down, C1, D1. All right, so again, A minor. Okay. So that is actually this big, you can say, chord progression round, and the main one for this song. So just to repeat everything, and then I'm gonna play for you and we're gonna go through this again. So just to mention it, E minor, 2 strumming rounds, land on the FD, 1 down, and then 1 strumming for G. Then you play 2 strumming rounds for C, 1 down on the DF, and 1 strumming for G. Repeat that part again, so 2 Cs, 1 down on DF, and 1 strumming for G. Then you're gonna play 1 A minor, strumming around, and then 1 down on A minor B, and then 1 strumming for C, and 1 for D. So now I'm gonna play and speak in the same time. I take it really slow, and then I'm gonna give you a 1 round a little bit slower as well, but without speaking, so you really get this one, okay? So let's go. E minor 2, DF, G1, C2, D1, C1 and G1. C2 again, G1, and A minor 1 now, A minor B, C1, D1. Alright, so that was this big round here, chord progression round. Now I'm gonna play this a little bit slower again for you, but without speaking, so let's go. Standard tempo, it's just a bit faster than this. I'm gonna play that for you, so let's go. All right, so there you have it. Now you're gonna play all this for one round in the intro, and then start the actual song. So it starts with 2 verses, you can say. The first one, for a very long time, you will play one same round of this we just looked at, and that takes you to the second verse. You came and showed me what true love is like, and that is another round of the same way of playing. So 2 rounds for the first 2 verses. All right. That takes us to the first pre-chorus. Like I mentioned in the beginning here, this is where you need the second way of playing, because it would repeat itself later in the chorus. You're gonna play in the same way as the verses. But now let's look at the pre-chorus. In the lyrics, all my life they told me that love is compromise. Okay, so that's where we are, about 1 minute into the song. And now we will have the same strumming, just a little bit different chords and some different timing there with the transition chords and all that good stuff. Let's start. We will have the D for 2 strumming rounds, and then we will have the E minor for 1 down only, and then G for 1 strumming round. So let's play that first. D2, E minor 1 down, and G 1 strumming round. And then we're gonna move on here. We will play C for 2 strumming rounds. And then comes this little bit different part here. You're gonna play the CB chord, just 1 down. And then you go to C and play 1 down. And back to CB and play 1 down. Okay? So this is so far about half into this pre-chorus. So let's take that again. C 2 strumming rounds, then CB 1 down, C 1 down, and CB 1 down. Let's go. All right. So far we learned D2, E minor 1 down, and G1. Then C2, and then CB down, C down, and CB down. Let's do that so far. D2, E minor, G, C2, and after this CB, C, and CB, after the final CB, you will have a short break, and then starts kind of the second round of this. Not played in the same way, but it's kind of a second round in this still pre-chorus 1. So the second round starts with, again, D 2 times, E minor 1 down, and G 1 strum around. So let's take that again. D, E minor, G. And now it ends a little bit easier than the first round. You're gonna play 3 strumming rounds for C, and one strumming around for D. So C, 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 and D. And that's it. All right, so the second round now was, to summarize that one, D 2 times, then E minor 1 down, and G 1 strumming round, then C 3 strumming rounds, and D 1 strumming round. So that is the full pre-chorus stuff there. So just to summarize everything together, I'm gonna then play it through for you. Speak meanwhile I'm playing, and then I'm gonna just play through for you, so without interfering with my voice. So it starts with D2, E minor 1 down, G1, then C2, and then CB down, C down, CB down, and then D2, E minor down, G1, then C3 and D1. All right, so let's take this a little bit slow and listen to it. D2, E minor 1 down on G, C2, CB, C, CB, and then D2, E minor, G1, C3, and D1. Yeah, sorry for messing up a little bit there in the beginning, but I think you get it. Hard to speak and play slowly. I'm a man, so yeah, simultaneously it's hard. So anyway, let's take this slow without speaking and listen to it. So let's go. Let's take it again. Now I think I'm gonna hit this with some standard speed here. So let's go. So that is your pre-chorus 1. And from now on, there's pretty much nothing new to it. Everything is repetition. The first chords now, you'll play that in the same way as you play the verses. One round of that. And then comes a post-chorus parts with just in the lyrics, everything, everything, everything. You play that again with another round of the chorus / verse, since you play that in the same way. So one round of that in the post-chorus as well. Then comes the third verse. Everything's, like I said, is a repetition. Play another round of the same chorus, verse play. And then comes the second pre-chorus. Of course, you play and switch to the chords you played in the first pre-chorus, so nothing changes for there. And then it just continues. Second chorus, played in the same way, post-chorus, and third chorus as well, nothing changes there, just go on with the same chord progression there, and it ends with an outro, we ni kilakitu. Not really sure what that means, but I know that there is some chords there, same chords as chorus and verse play. This part here is more of a plucking from the chords, so it's not really a strumming. I will not show you how to do that since it's more by feel, and you will just use the chords. Something like this, or so. Something like this, and it ends with a beautiful G. So that was just improvising this last part, which means play it in your way and use the chords for the verse and chorus. That will work pretty fine. So that is RIC HASSANI's Everything and a little bit more. So I hope all you RIC HASSANI fans love this, and especially for you, our Wish Wednesday wisher HG. Hope this helped you, and if it did, please leave me a comment, show me some love back, and I will get some motivation to go on and bring up new songs for you on Wednesday. So thank you for watching, all guys, and have fun. Play tuned.